Hey, this is Ema with NextWaveSTEM, and today I am going to be showing you how to get your designs ready to print. This tutorial is specifically for the Ender-3 printer. Let's say we have this design that we are ready to print. We are going to select Export. Here you want to be mindful of these two options. You can export everything in your design, or you can select specific objects that you want to print. We are going to select Download as .stl file. From here, you may be tempted to add this file onto your SD card and put it in the printer, but 3D printers cannot read STL files. We must first slice our design to get a G-code file. This G-code file is the instructions our 3D printer needs to be able to print your design. At NextWaveSTEM, we like to use Astroprint to slice our designs. It is a free web-based slicer. After you navigate to Astroprint, sign up for a free basic account. After successfully making an account, we are brought to this landing page. We will now add our printer model, filament material, and default printing settings to our saved settings. This will make the future slicing process go much more smoothly. Let's start by adding our printer model. We will navigate over to Printer Profiles. Here we create a new printer profile. For manufacturer, select Creality 3D. For printer model, select Ender-3. Now add to printer profiles and we are good to go. Next, we will go back to the home page to add our filament material. Head over to Material Profiles. It should show your Ender-3 printer. Select Add Material Profile and then create Custom Material Profile. You can name this Standard Filament. You can leave these two settings as they are. For extruder temperature, input 200 degrees Celsius. For bed temperature, input 60 degrees Celsius. Select Create, and this should bring you back to your material profiles. Under your Ender-3 printer, you should now see your standard filament. Finally, navigate back to the home page and select My Slicer Settings. Select New Slicer Profile. Under Choose Printer Profile, you should see Ender-3. For Choose Your Material Profile, you should see your standard filament. Select Add Slicer Settings. Let's name these settings Default. We will be changing only a handful of settings here. Scroll down to Infill. Infill density we will change to 10%. Next we will go to Material. Here, we make sure the build plate temperature is 60 degrees Celsius. Now navigate to Support, and make sure to turn on Generate Support. Supports are necessary to print freestanding designs and can be broken off when the print is complete. Lastly, go to Build Plate Adhesion. Here, change build plate adhesion type to Raft. We can now save these settings. Under Slicer Settings and Ender-3, you should now see our default slicer settings. Navigate back to Home page, and we are now ready to upload and slice our design. We head over to our design library. Select Upload File, and this is where we upload our shoeexample.stl file. When uploading is complete, hover over your design and navigate to these three dots. Select Build Plate. Here at the top left corner, you should see Ender-3 is your printer. Astroprint will show you a workspace that is sized to the exact size of your Ender-3 printer plate. Your design must fit inside this area. Select the object and you can move it around and resize it. I typically resize an object according to the z-axis, so this will be how tall the object is in real life in millimeters. If you want to print multiple designs in one session, you can press this plus sign, and you can add any other designs that are in your design library. Right now I only have the shoe example in the library, and so I can only add more shoes. Best practice is to place the objects close to each other on the build plate to save time when printing. When you are satisfied with your build plate, select Print, and this will prompt you to name your build plate. Select Save and you will be brought to this page. On the left, you will see a model of your build plate. On the right, you will see some familiar settings. Printer profile should be Ender-3, material profile should be standard filament, and finally, under print quality, you should select our pre-saved default settings, and you should see that supports is now on and fill density was switched to 10%. We are finally ready to slice. You will be taken back to the design library, and after waiting for your design to be sliced, you should see that your build plate now has one print file ready. Select the build plate, and this side menu should appear. Here we can see our G-code file. You can also see an estimate of how long it will take to print this design. Select the three dots next to the G-code file and download. Now go to your downloads folder and find your G-code file. This is the file you will now upload onto the SD card and put into the printer. And there you have it. You're ready to print. Thanks for following along and good luck with printing. I will see you in the next tutorial.